Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in last video I discussed about the global statement and how we can manipulate the global variables using this global statement. So in this video I will talk about the list data type. So list data type is a value that stores multiple values in an ordered sequence. This is an example of a list. You can see that data is equal to John, then John is a string, then this is a integer, and 25 is a integer, is an integer, and true is a boolean type, and none is a non type. So we can store multiple data types in Python in a list, unlike arrays. In array, if you are coming from a different programming language, you might have been heard array data type. So in array, what we do is we can only store a single type of data. If we are storing int, we can store only integer, but in Python there is no arrays. The only thing in Python is list. In list we can store multiple types of data in a single sequence, in an ordered sequence, that is a list. So Python does not have any array concept, but lists in Python can be exactly accessed like arrays. So like arrays, when we in arrays where we access every element by their index, so in list also the 0th index is the string John. So if we give data, then square brackets, and inside that we pass the index, we will get the value that is John. The first index is the 0th index. So index starts at 0 and ends at n minus 1. So if there are n number of values, like there are 4 values, so the index will stop at n minus 1, that is 0 to 3. So index 1 is equal to 25 and so on, like this. So remember, list can also be accessed using negative index values. You can access list by index minus 1, which will give the last element. It will just start the list in the reverse order. It will print the list in the reverse order. So if we give minus 2, then you will get the second last element. In this order it will go. So a list is like array. In array we used to store 2D arrays. Like if you are coming from a different programming language, you might have been heard about 2D arrays or multi-dimensional arrays. So in list also we can store a list into a list, like nested lists. So in this listing list, I have stored a list that is inside a list. A list can contain multiple lists. So if we access this list 0 by 0th element, we will get another list, that the list that is in the 0th index. This portion is the 0th index of the parent list. This is the child list. So if we want to get a value of the nested list, we can type 0 then 1, just like we do in case of arrays. Then we will get 25. Next, we can use slices to get a specific value of a list or a subset of a list. Like we can create new list from a given list, like in this case data is a given list. So if we pass only colon inside square brackets, it will give the full list as an output. If we give colon then 4, it will also give full list, because 4 is not inclusive. The upper bound is not inclusive, but the lower bound is inclusive. If we give 0 here, that will take into consideration, but the upper bound is not inclusive, like in case of range function. in Python. So 4, if we give 4, it will actually count till 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. It will stop at none. It will not consider 4 as an index here. If we give 3, it will count till 2, because the last index is not inclusive. But if we give 1 here in the first portion, in the left hand side of the colon, that will be exclusive. If we pass data, then a colon 4, it will give the full list, because it will exclude 4 from the index. It will not take into consideration the 4 index, because it will, because like in case of range function also, we don't consider the upper bound. In this case also, the upper bound is not taken into consideration. So if we give 4, then it will just print the list till 3. That is the actual length of the list, 0 to 3. The first one is 0, then second one is 1, then third one is 2, then fourth one is 3. So it will not take 4 into consideration. Similarly, in case of 3 also, it will print from 0 to 2. So 0, 1, 2 till true it will print. And if we give if in the left if we give a index before colon, it will take the index into consideration, unlike this case, the above case. So if we give 1 then colon, then it will take 25, then it will print the rest of the list from 25. Basically, if we don't specify anything after colon, it will render all the elements till the end of the list. And if we specify any value, then it will stop at value -1, 1th index. So if we give 3, it will stop at second index. So 0th index, first index, second index. So we are printing from first index here, so first index and second index. So 25 and true will be printed. So we can get the length of the list by using the len function. If we just have to pass the list inside the as a parameter to the len function, that will give the length of the list. Then we come to manipulating lists. So we can change any value inside a list by using its index number. So here I am changing the 0th index of the list to another string, so it is it will run fine, it will not give any error. But whenever we will print this data, after that it will show Shubham instead of John, because it replaced that with Shubham. So we can also concatenate list with the help of plus operator. So if we give one list plus another list, then the two lists will be concatenated into a new list that will contain all the 6 elements. So 3 plus 3, these are 6 elements. So it is very easy to concatenate list by using the plus operator. And we can also replicate list like we did it for variables. So in a print statement, if we print a variable, we can we can use the asterisk operator to replicate the strings n number of times. This is same with list. If we replicate the string by 2, then it will create a new list of the actual value, and it will append the new values after that. The new values will be just a copy of the actual lists. So that is it for replicating lists. So let's now see some practical examples. So here, as you can see, I have created one Python script called 04-list, and here I have created a list data and stored 4 elements. So if I want to access the 0th element, I can do that, and I will print that to show you it is possible. So just type Python and the Python script name and press enter, and see, it printed the 0th element, that is John. Now let's go to the second example. So the second example is, we have to print the multi-dimensional list, or the list inside a list, as it is called in a Python. So if we print 0, it will print this part, because this is the 0th index of the parent list. If we print 0 then 1, it will go into the first 0th index, and it will traverse the list, and it will print this value 25. So let's see. I have to save the file and run the code. You can see first output is the 0th index, and the second output is the first index in the first 0th index. The list in the 0th index, we are traversing the list, and we are printing the first value, first index. So first index of the 0th index list is 25. So this is the actually the first list. So in the first list, we are printing the second value. This is what this command is doing. So let's comment it, and let's go to the next example, that is slicing. So here we are accessing both the sides of the colon operator. If we keep both the sides empty, it will take the whole space that is available, whole length that is available. So it will start from 0th index and end at the length of the list. So like this, as I have explained during the presentation, you can see this output. If I run this code, see, it printed the full list. So if we give :4, it will print the whole list, as I have discussed in the presentation. If we give 3, it will print like this, the first 3 elements. If we give 1, then it will start from the second from the first index and print the rest of the list. And if we give particular values starting from 1 to 3, it will print it will start from the first index, print the second index, and then it will exit. So this is the output, this is the final output. So let's comment this out, and let's go to the another example. Let me clear the screen, and if I now run this, you will get 4, because number of elements in the list is 4. The length function will give the length of the list. So this is simple, not at all complex enough. So the last example is that we will change the value of the list using the index operator, index. So I am changing the 0th index, I am changing the 0th index. So for the name John will be changed to Shubham. So if I now print the new list, I should get Shubham instead of John. See, Shubham has been added in the front of the list, and then the other things are same as it is. So this is how the list works, and there are some more things I have to talk about lists. I will talk about that in the next topic. That's all guys for this video, and if you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe, and please also share with your friends so that they can also take help of this free resource. And if you are watching this video for the first time and haven't watched the full series, so please check out the full series that I have linked in the I button. You will get a good understanding about the Python basics. I am going from absolute basics till advanced topics, and I will cover it very soon. I will end this series. I will try to end this series as soon as possible. So please follow this and turn on the notification icon so that you get notified whenever I publish a new video. That's all guys, that's all I have for this video. Take care, bye.